Then comes the polyarthritis nodosa. How many would say that polyarthritis nodosa and HCV are coexistent? The point in polyarthritis nodosa is there is a false positive HCV, not more than true positives of HCV. There is a false positivity of the HCV in a significant number of times. So that is the reason out of the 4 options, I still feel polyarthritis nodosa stands as a more reasonable answer, because of course you also have true positive HCVs found in a given case of polyarthritis nodosa, but false positives are more than the true positives is what I want to underscore to all of you. Then where do you have X-linked sideroblastic anemia and the enzyme deficiency seen in that? We need to know the various porphyrias. The aminolevulanate synthase is a mitochondrial enzyme. It leads to erythropoietic porphyria, and it also is implicated in the X-linked sideroblastic anemia. So that is the reason the answer becomes the allosynthetase is what I want to underscore. Now what were the options for this question? I didn't know. You please fill up those options. We'll take this question at the end of the discussion. Now there is a louse bite and there is a rash starting on the abdomen and distributing towards periphery. You call this type of a rash a centripetal or a centrifugal rash? Starting on the abdomen going towards periphery. Petal or fugal? Okay. We need to know in the rickettsial diseases, most of the rashes are like this. They start on abdomen and go to periphery, except only 2 scenarios, only one scenario where it starts in periphery and comes to the center. It's a favorite question of the examiner. Let us debate on that. There are 18 different rickettsioses, spotted fever group, typhus fever, scrub typhus, etc., etc. So the rickettsial petechial rash generally starts on the trunks and spreads in an outward direction called centrifugal, but the rickettsia acari, instead of being petechial, it is basically papillovesicular, and rickettsia rickettsii responsible for the Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It is a centripetal rash which is starting on the wrist and coming towards the center. So now we know about the exceptions about the rash. Let us talk which are tick-borne, which are mite-borne, etc., etc., which are also the favorite questions of the examiner. So we need to know that it is the epidemic typhus which is fundamentally louse-borne in nature, and it has got the classical centrifugal rash which is typically seen with the epidemic typhus becomes the answer for this question. Now what is pyromania? As all of you know, it is a impulse to put the things onto to basically burn. Okay, so it is a disorder of impulse. Now where do you have a green colored hematuria with albuminuria, green colored urine? So you know very well that it is a carbolic acid, which is the phenol poisoning, where it become hydroquinone, pyrocatechol, and that imparts the green color to the urine is what need to be remembered. So causes of green color, red color, brown color, orange color you must be encyclopedic about. Now let us talk about the adjuvants that we use in the vaccines. All of you know that the DPT has got the thiomercerol, and kenomycin is the one which is found in the measles, not the neomycin in BCG. That becomes the odd man out of all these things. Now what do you not see in fish? First of all, are the options correct? The 4 options? But you find all the 4 in the fish. So that is a paradox. I can give you sufficient number of, what was your potential answer? Iron? The heme iron's best availability is in the meat and fish. So that is the reason iron is ruled out. Anybody would like to say iodine? Fish live in, okay, that can be an answer because freshwater fish are not the source of iodine. The seawater fish become the source of iodine. So probably iodine can be a what you call thought process of the examiner. But otherwise iodine is found in the salt. Is the salter fish freshwater is given? Even if it is freshwater, you want to put a salt on that and eat. So that is the reason anyway iodine deficiency doesn't come. I think all these things come in the exam hall, right? So good, I know. Now we need to know that vitamin A, vitamin D, calcium, phosphorus, fluorides. They are all abundantly found, and the good source of the heme iron is the pork, chicken and fish, is a well-known fat, and the seawater fish basically have got iodine also, so take it granted that it should be given a right answer for everybody. Now in preeclampsia, you can't give which important agent that is used to control PPH. All of you know ergometrin, one of the contraindication is any congestive heart failure or preeclampsia or eclampsia are the important contraindication. Even the presence of retained placenta also is a contraindication for the ergometrin is what I like to underscore. In renal agenesis, what you find is oligohydramnios, not the polyhydramnios is the answer. Then how do you treat polyhydramnios? How many answered aspirin? Okay, I mean let us talk the first wrong answer, first common wrong answer. Aspirin is for eclampsia, indomethacin is what is used basically for the management of the polyhydramnios because it is a powerful prostaglandin inhibitor is what need to be remembered. Then emergency contraception with IUD can be done until how much time? 2 days, 5 days, 10 days. Not a personal choice, there is a guideline for that. Up to 5 days, very good. Up to 5 days, unprotected intercourse, still the copper T if inserted can be able to provide the protection. There must be minimum of 4 weeks between one and the other immunization as all of you know. Now 100 micrograms of anti-RHD will neutralize how much of feto-maternal blood? This is another bouncer, honestly speaking, but there are calculations for this. 0.5 ml of RHD positive RBCs or 1 ml of RHD positive blood is neutralized by about 10 micrograms of anti-D immunoglobulin. So taking that into consideration, the answer becomes B or C. 10 micrograms is basically by 1 ml of RHD, right? 1 ml of blood is by 10 micrograms of RHD. How many ml was given? Sorry, 100 micrograms was given, okay. 100 micrograms then should be able to do 10 ml of RHD positive blood should become neutralized. Answer should be B, not C.